Welcome back, everyone. Al here, making stuff and breaking stuff. So on my quest to find the perfect angle grinder, I went out and bought the new Craftsman 20-volt angle grinder. I know what you're thinking, Craftsman angle grinder? What was this, 1972? I thought Craftsman was out of business too. But I just read that they were bought by Black & Decker Stanley, and they totally revamped all their tools. They came out with this, we'll see how good it is, new line of 20-volt cordless tools and this whole line of outdoor power tools, which is fairly impressive for the little bit of time that they've had to put it out. So I saw this at Lowe's, Black Friday deal, 99 bucks. You get the angle grinder, you get a 4 amp hour battery, and the rapid charger for 99 bucks. So I ran out to Lowe's, picked it up, now we're going to check it out. Stick around to the end because you want to see all the specs and if it's worth keeping or not. Alright, here it is. Now I've been dying to check this bad boy out. New Craftsman angle grinder. It looks a lot like the Dewalt one, doesn't it? Because it's made by Stanley Black & Decker. Alright, let's pop it open and see what we got here. Need a little box opener. There we go. Gotta keep that around just to open boxes, you know. Alright, got that all opened up. We'll go over the parts here. Comes with the typical wrench, nothing fancy. Just two little dots here, not impressed, seems pretty cheap. You know, kind of, I don't even know what gauge this is. 18 gauge sheet metal with a little groove cut out of the end. And two little things here. Nothing fancy, just kind of plain, flat metal. Alright. Okay, tool itself. A 4 amp hour battery. That looks very familiar, doesn't it? It has a 3 light indicator. I don't like that. I like the 4. You know, you got 20, 50, 75, 100. This you're like, maybe it's 30%. Same familiar latch. Same size, we're gonna weigh that. And then it comes with the rapid charger. Now this, it also does the 12, they must have a 12 volt line because it does the 12 volt and the 20 volt. I did charge this up last night because it was on 1 bar, which it didn't have much power to it, so I assumed it's close to dying. It took, let's see, 50 minutes and 39 seconds to charge the 4 amp hour battery from 1 bar to fully charge. And now she's chooching with full chooch. Slaps on the back, a lot like the Dewalt one. Standard lock on off, 3 position handle, left, top, right. Lock, I do like the lock, it's fairly simple. Like my Ryobi one, the one thing kind of gets in the way a little bit. So this, you know, standard lock. Okay, let's go over the specs real quick here. Weigh the battery. Now they claim it has 8,500 RPMs. The arbor, typical 5/8 arbor. Now the length without the battery is 14.5 inches. Now I also checked out the Dewalt one that's similar to this, but that one is 2 inches longer. It's 16.5, or was it 17.5? It's either 2 or 3 inches longer. They say the widest part is only 3 inches. 3 position handle. What else? Comes with 1 all-purpose grinding disc, Craftsman. Alright, let's weigh this bad boy up. See what she is. It's level. I'm just gonna hold the side here so it doesn't tip over. We're reading 4.1 pounds. That's with the sanding disc on it and the handle. Battery fully charged, 1.65. Slap it all together. 6.1. I can't read upside down. Is that 9? No. Yeah, 6.9. Not too bad. So once I got the box home and I opened it up and I've been messing with it a little bit, one thing I'm kind of disappointed about, it's not brushless. It's the older brushed motor, so listen. Like you can't, it's not a variable speed trigger. So you gotta hold it down. Alright, I wanted to give you a little bit more of a realistic view of what I cut.
Alright, here we go. I'm gonna cut now.
Alright, I repositioned it. I got a fresh blade on the angle grinder. We're going to see how many cuts we can do on this coil spring high carbon steel until it dies. Alright, now she's dead. Oh, there's a little bit of juice left in it, but there's no lights. I'm calling it. It can't cut through it well enough. So let's see how many cuts it made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.5 cuts? 6.5 cuts through this high carbon steel coil spring. Well, I hope you liked that little review. I tried to give you how much time it took to drain the battery, how long it takes to charge the battery, and what kind of performance you can expect out of this since it's not brushless. I do like it. It feels comfortable cutting. It does an okay job, but towards the end when the battery got down to 1 bar, it did cut out a lot. So I called it, I mean it did die a couple times. It managed to cut the coil spring 7 times, 7.5 times actually, before the battery drained. Now I don't think that's great performance out of a 4 amp hour battery. I expect a little bit more maybe. I know the rigid one did a lot of cutting and it only drained it down 1 bar. So handle is very comfortable. It's lightweight. It's 4 pounds. The battery, like I said, it's 6.2 pounds. Oh, 5 pounds 15 ounces with the battery. That's because the battery's dead, you know. So just say 6 pounds even. It feels really good. 3-position handle. I like the skinny handle so you can rotate it and cut any way you want. If you have any questions, go ahead, leave them down in the comments. Smash that like button, stick around because I have tons of great tool reviews coming up. I got a couple rigid tool reviews coming up. I think I might go pick up that 40 volt Ryobi chainsaw because I got some dead trees in the back I gotta cut. A lot of good videos coming out, so stick around. You're gonna want to see them. Also gonna have some gift ideas for the holiday season. Might even run something over with the truck just to see because it claims it's indestructible. So until next time, see ya.